All right, Shalom, Shalom. This is your brother Shamak out of the Great Millstone Atlanta camp. Before I get started, I want to give all the glory, infinite praises unto Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Bahashim, Rachak Wadash, Yahweh being the Heavenly Father's true name, and His only begotten Son's true name being Yahweh Shai, both in the Hebrew language of whom the world incorrectly and ignorantly call God and Jesus Christ. Also, I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well and who are the true leaders of the Hebrew Israelites within these last days. And also, I want to give a shalom to the hopefully elect believers and teachers that are pushing this truth all around the world. Okay, shalom. And I wanted to share this or touch on this video and add spiritual 2 cents according to the Bible and according to the scriptures. Just land backing off this video here from the platform. You see Janny Duval, and this is from December 22nd of 2024. Touched on some pretty good topics, interesting, and things to look forward to, and things that could possibly take place in this year 2025. Very realistic, great potential of these things happening. Just a few things that they touched on. So I'll let the video play and chime in, I guess, when necessary. All right. You see, I say Craig Ball. I guess these are two. Not guess these are Christians. And they have, they have a pretty big platform or whatever the case may be. All right, and they hit on some key things. So just to dive right into, I'll let the video play and then chime in, I guess, when necessary, and point out a few things.
2025 is their year for at least 5 or 6 laws, goals that, I've been asleep. I'm so glad that you're doing the research, but I'm shocked what they want to do in 2025. So we're going to get to each of them.
So the Vatican's theme for this year is political love. So they're bringing the religious political system of Babylon and to bring in the political side, and they're bringing them together. So you have a merging of the politics behind this thing and the religious system behind this thing, the merging as one. Just so what you're going to get out of it is a revival of the Holy Roman Empire.
Ah, very interesting. And I found it interesting of what they said, that this would be a universal fraternity of pilgrims.
Yeah, so just the first thing they touched on was the Holy Roman Empire. That this system that we're living in today is basically the revival of the Roman Empire. All right, which makes that's correct. That makes complete sense. All right, because diving into Revelation chapter 13, all right, which this video will touch on within this chapter, because that's prophetic. It is prophecy. These things are meant to happen, and we as prophets and men of the Lord and servants of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai are to warn of these things and speak on these such matters before they take place. Because we are to prophesy. All right. So going into Revelation chapter 13, all right, and just what they mentioned, the revival of the Holy Roman Empire. Okay, through the system today, through the laws, through the architecture, through the legislation, through the government. Okay. So, but let's get to that point. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 14. Because look at what was the signet of the Holy Roman Empire? The eagle. What's the signet of America? The eagle. Okay, the same people ruling, the Edomites, the so-called white nation, ruled the Holy Roman Empire. They're ruling now. All right, the same. The Holy Roman Empire had a parliament. Okay, they had a voting system. Okay, and what does America have? All right, the same. Likewise, a Senate. All right, voting, democracy. All right, these same similar things are pushed. Okay, where the previous empires before the Holy Roman Empire, being the Greek Empire, the Medo-Persian Empire, the Babylonian Empire, the Assyrian Empire, these were all monarchies. All right, the Greek Empire had Alexander the Great. All right, then his 4 generals took over once his death took place. All right, you had the Medo-Persian Empire with King Darius and King Cyrus. All right, more monarchy. Okay, the Babylonian with Nebuchadnezzar, who was an Assyrian. All right, so these previous empires were monarchies. So it makes complete sense for America to be the revival of the Holy Roman Empire, which is spiritual. That's spiritual, and some of this information is you know, I guess you say too complex for the simple out there, you know. But to whom it's for, those can understand and believe it, because this is what the scriptures speak on, and it's part of prophecy. So I'm gonna grab Revelation chapter 13, verse 14. Oh, and I wanted to get GPT. All right, I'm gonna ask the question in just 1 second. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 14. It reads, "And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast." And what is that beast? All right, those 7 heads and 10 horns. All right, that beast system. All right, which is the revival of the Roman Empire, would be through the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, which makes up over 30 countries today. All right. And then this system is going, and that image is going into the system of that beast, that alliance. And with this NATO alliance, with America being the leader on top, with its dominance and with this influence, it says they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. Now, what does that mean when the scriptures say by which had a wound by a sword and did live? Because the Holy Roman Empire, all right, was taken down. All right, it was taken out of its out of power. All right, but how is it living today? How did it did live? It's living today through the beast system. It's living now through America. All right, through NATO, through this beast system. All right, that is having influence over the entire world. Okay, it's just now the dominance is not taking place over here in America, and it stops there. No, it's over the world, man. The Edomites are ruling the world. Okay, the elites of the so-called white nation. All right. Verse I'm gonna stop there. Because I want to ask Chat GPT. Let me type this question in. What empire? And let's see what empire is America most similar to? Let's see what comes up. Let's see. Oh no, don't come on now. Stay logged out. All right. I thought they wanted to play real quick. Oh, now they want to say the British Empire. All right. Yeah, now they want to say the British Empire. But I looked this up. Okay, that's fine. But that's still heavy. All right, because America comes out of that British, you know, from those Brits. All right. But this same question I asked, I think, on my cell phone, and what came up was the Holy Roman Empire. All right, it spoke on its dominance and its influence, because the Roman Empire had that same global dominance as well. All right, but I just wanted to see what it'll come up. You know, they changed the searches up a little bit. All right, they like to play around, but just wanted to see what it'll say. All right, but back to the video, and I think I want to skip over, because that second point he made. This second point he made was going to climate, and you know that's why you got to take the meat from the bones, and basically meat from the bones basically meaning, you know, things that are more so concrete, factual, and credible, but not so things that are I guess not so factual, you know, just to plainly put it. Well, let me skip past that second point and get, I guess, let me see if this is the third point. Let me see if he touched on the third point.
Is the Rome Call document?
The Rome Call document is the tech giant Cisco Systems that has joined Microsoft and IBM in signing onto a Vatican-sponsored pledge to ensure that AI, or artificial intelligence, is developed and used ethically and to benefit the common good. So everybody has to join in on this, and be pushed by the Roman Catholic Church. Cisco Systems Chief Executive Chuck Robbins has signed the document known as the Rome Call, and has met privately with Pope Francis, stating that the AI must be designed, used, and regulated to serve and protect the dignity of all human beings without discrimination and their environments. And so we know from Revelation 13 that there's a mark coming one day, a certification mark, and this is one way this is like the beginning step of pushing that agenda.
I know, it's like you're so crazy. You're just like saying, wait, Vatican and AI, what does anything, it's like, what does it have to do with anything, with each other? And yet it explains it, like you said, in the book of Revelation.
And this is coming at the same time as their deadline for digital.
Yeah, so before he goes into that fourth point, you hear what he mentioned. In Revelation chapter 13 speaks upon that mark. So these Christians, these Bible Belt believers, hey, they're aware of these such prophecies as well. You know, he speaks of that certification and what's to take place, all right, and what's upcoming, you know, right down the pipeline. Cause this, so let me read it. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 15, and it reads, "And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast." And who is that he? It's that same he that has control over today's society, control over the food, control over the money in the banks, control over the media and what's accepted and what's not accepted in a society that we live in. All right, it's the Edomites, our oppressors. He's that he. It says, "And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed." That's why it was heavy when in this video he mentioned that it's for the all. It's basically they're gonna. It's a few flattery words, but look, it says to benefit the common good. Man, they want control. All right, they want full control. They want to be like the Most High, as it speaks about in the book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. He want to be the so-called white man in this infrastructure in the elites of the so-called white nation. They want to be like the Most High. They want control over your spirit. All right, they already have the influence and dominance. They want more. All right, they're not satisfied. Okay. So what it says, those that would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Those that are not submissive to this system, all right, of the beast, there's going to be consequences, all right, like death, like torture, like harassment, like persecution, all right. That's what's coming, all right. Potentially and realistically this year, you know, and we'll wait to see what happens. But verse 16 it reads, "And he," once again that same he. All right, who rules the world today? Who they call Uncle Sam, the man? You know, it says, "And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads." All right, and diving into that word mark in the Greek. All right, because these scriptures in the New Testament were written in Greek. All right, because remember, us Israelites were Hellenized, man. All right, and we had to learn their language. You know, speak their language. It's the same way we're Israelites today in America and we're speaking English. All right. Our original tongue is Hebrew. Okay. But that was stripped from us due to the curses that the Lord has put upon us for our disobedience. All right. Put upon who? Us Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who are scattered all around the world. We make up the 12 tribes of Israel. We're God's chosen people. We're the true descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right. So this warning is definitely for our people. Okay. So concerning this mark, it goes to a stamp, and the word there for mark in the Greek is what? Charagma. All right, meaning a stamp, an imprinted mark. All right, an imprinted mark. This is going to be used through technology. It says, all right, look at this. It says, "Of the mark stamped on the forehead or in the right hand as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist." So yeah, those that receive of this mark, you are anti Yahweh Shai. You are against the Most High. You are ungodly. You are wicked. You are evil. You know, because this is the warning that's commanded. This is the commandment from our Lord to not receive of this mark that they're going to come with. Because what's it going to take to not receive of this mark is going to take faith. It's going to take faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, because the times are going to be hard. The times are going to be very, very difficult for us in our households. All right. But it says the mark branded upon horses, a thing carved, sculptured, graven work. Okay, and it's going to be carved and sculptured into your body, under your skin. That's the thing about this charagma, this mark in Greek in Revelation chapter 13 verse 16, and it has to do. It's going to be your in your everyday whereabouts, man. It's going to be made mandatory and enforced on the masses. No matter what, how rich you are, how poor you are, where you live. It says, "Cause it all, man." Okay? Both small and great, rich and poor, and free and bond. All right? Verse 17, "And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name." All right? "Here's wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 603 scoring 6. All right, so there you want to be able to operate in today's society without this charagma, without this mark. All right, without that, and what is the basically the mark? It's the microchip that the government is going to come with. All right, realistically this year. All right, let's watch these things play out and be aware of these such things. All right, because it's prophetic. Okay, and he also mentioned in that third point as well. He mentioned what the Roman call. So I did want to pull that up, and it had to do with what AI technology. All right, so he didn't just pull this out his ass. You know, they got you see this. This is heavy within itself. Renaissance, man, and what does Renaissance mean? Rebirth. All right, rebirth. All right, because the Edomites are looking to, reestablish themselves through artificial intelligence technology. They're looking to do away with the dollar, do away with the paper, all right, and go digital. They're looking to reinvent themselves, all right, and the Lord's only going to allow them to be but so successful, all right. So let me continue on. Let me exit that out. So yeah, on to the fourth point with this digital ID deadline, and I'm gonna play a little bit of this.
This is in order to fly. So by May 7th of 2025, you have to have some form of real ID or digital ID in order to fly.
Yeah, so it's just interesting because here we have another 2025. The Rome call document, which you just talked about, is 2025. And then now the digital ID, which you're talking about now, that their deadline now is May 7th, 2025. Any other thoughts about that?
And I'll emphasize this thing has been pushed out over and over and over again. So I remember it being 2020 and it's been pushed out for several years. And Donald Trump helped stall that while he was in office. But this is a worldwide global thing. So one man isn't probably going to slow it down this time around. This concept they have begins in 2025 and beyond. So that's the whole thing. So this transition for digital ID is pretty much global, and then it's forever. So according to these guys. And so we know from the Bible, it says, he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or on their foreheads that no man may buy or sell. Revelation 13:16 through 17. And you can Google certification mark, ID 2020, and all that information is already verbally being used. And they're waiting for that next pandemic.
Talking about pandemic, what is the Pandemic Preparedness Day?
So yeah, like he read the scriptures out there. So the word is really going out. The word is still going out because the MOTB is being pushed, is being explained. Even if it's not in its entirety by the Christians, it's at least being put out there. That vibration is being put out to the masses. Of these such things. All right. And you see the change. Basically, the world is changing. The world and the government and the elites are looking to go digital. All right, they're looking to change up the whole entire game. And we see small effects through that, like through facial recognition, through Apple, tap to pay. All right, so we see the gradualism is there. The steps have been taken there. All right, so it ain't gonna be a total shock to the masses, but this change will be aggressively enforced. Okay, that's what's going to be the kicker behind it, and that's what's going to push people to be uncomfortable. That's what's going to push people to rebel. All right, and that can also going to push trouble and tribulation all throughout the different cities, man. All right, because some people is going to be just too much going on. All right, and it's going to be too many people to control. That's what's also going to bring about what martial law. All right, but just to continue on with this. Oh, let me grab digital deadline because he brought up the May 7th. This shows that these are credible things that he's bringing out. It says, will Americans need they calling it real ID. So that digital ID, they're calling it real ID to travel in 2025. And it says real ID for boarding domestic flights and other must know travel requirements for people 18 and older. A real ID will be required to travel on a plane beginning May 7th of 2025. So they're looking at this. They're looking for this change is looking to go digital. All right, this change is looking to take place. All right, in that's just 5 months from now. All right, and they said looking to go global and then what forever. All right, so this is factual. This is factual news. All right. concerning that digital ID deadline. All right.
At the end of the year, it's like going right to 20, here we go, 2025. But can you explain that?
That's scheduled for December 27th of this year, and the UN has a date designated to prepare for the next pandemic. So that's huge, because we know, based on history, that most of these pandemics come with winter. And so that would be
Hey, this part, it's pandemics, man, because we understand that the government, man, that we're oppressed by, they move very deceitfully, you know. And the thing, you know, they just as with the previous one in what 2019, 2020, that was deceitful. That was a obvious trial run experiment upon the masses of the people to collect data, and they did just that. And their truly their plan was damn near successful. All right, it actually was successful. All right, the percentages that they got back of who they were able to have submit just through scare tactics and through, you know, just through nonstop propaganda throughout the media. But this time it's going to be even more I would say aggressive, you know, draconian, you know, harsh, because then you're going to attack people's possessions, resources, you know, people just in general. All right, their livelihood. That's what's going to make it even more, their plan even more you know, successful, you can say. All right, but not to those that believe upon Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and the elect. All right, so let me continue on.
Very interesting to watch. I mean, that includes everything in the past 100 years. You don't get a flu in the middle of summer; you get a flu in the winter.
And he actually made that's a valid point. You know, you want to catch people at their most vulnerable. That'd damn near be in the winter. You know who would want to be stranded out you know, outside in the middle of winter, man. You know, those conditions are not, you know, shit. It's just not feasible, man. Especially depending on where you are in the United States of America, or just wherever you are in the world in general. You know. So I'm gonna continue on.
And now another 2025 that I was like reading with your research was the biometric payment. What does that have to do with 2025 too?
So JP Morgan and Bank of America are gearing up to launch their broad biometric payment systems that will be made available to all retailers, and to make it available to all U.S. retailers by early of 2025. This will enable shoppers to make purchases without pulling out a physical piece of paper or currency or plastic credit and debit cards. It's a payment system, but using your face. It's also for getting into your bank account, that it's using your face. So Bank of America is already doing that. And I believe JP Morgan's probably right there as well. So there's some companies already implementing this system. Panera Bread is already implementing this system. So you can pay with your face. Also, you pay with your hand already at the Amazon One. You just walk in and pay with your hand. So we already have that system in place.
Right, and then you were saying too that there is.
So yeah, you see the change. They're looking to go digital this year. That's really like a real goal for the elites of Esau Edom, that being the true biblical identity of the so-called white nation today. You know, you see the real this. So when these things come about, just as he mentioned, you know, it's already Amazon One payment is already an option. That's already in stores. So the things that this biometric payment, that's still going back to Revelation chapter 13. That's still going back to the MOTB, because they're truly looking to implant you with this small technological chip, all right, in your body, all right, for to replace, like you said, to replace your the paper dollar, to replace your plastic cards, to replace your information and have all your stored information on that technological chip. You know, that's the plan. That's already prophesied in the Bible. This gives us our comfort and warning and letting us know what's to come in the very, very near future. All right.
Professional sports franchises that are already using it too, with this biometric payment. But I mean, of course, that's going to really lead to the digital, everybody being digitized.
Yeah, everybody.
And everybody being digitized through receiving that implant. All right, and Lord willing, the Lord give us the patience, the spirit, the faith, the resistance to not submit to that temptation. You know.
And so Birch is reporting this, and I actually follow him on Linked, so I get all his updates on Linked. Once they start, so it's just a matter of time before this technology is installed in all retail stores, and they'll be banning anyone from buying or selling products unless you're among the digitally marked. At that point, we are at Revelation 13.
Yeah, so like he said, they would be prohibiting, stopping you, and not allowing you to do as to do as you used to do, or move how you used to move within this society today. Use your day to day whereabouts to receive your necessities or your accessories. you know.
Okay, right. So again, the biometric payment, they're saying they want to make it available to all US retailers by early next year, by 2025. I mean,
And this is gradualism. It's they're taking it one step at a time. Let's hit the retail stores. Let's hit this and hit that. Let's take it slowly but surely. But ultimately, their end goal plan is what to call. Remember the prophecy that he that causeth all. He's looking to cause all. Just moving slowly but surely, taking their sweet time doing this. All right, but also they also understand that they have a short time as well. It's in their spirit. They know this as well. This is Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. It reads, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you." Yeah, the devil, man. What does the word devil truly mean? The deceiver, a slanderer. All right, and who's the biggest deceiver on the earth today? That's the so-called white nation. Those that are ruling over us to this very day. The devil has come down unto you, having great wrath. That wrath is going to be shown as well through these plans and through these, through their agenda. That's going to be shown as well. They're going to come down very, very harsh unto the masses, unto you men, women, and children. All right, not sparing nobody. It says having great wrath, but we say we give these warnings to our people, but our people ignore it. But so they just gonna have to find out the hard way. You know what? Our apostle Gabar mentions. All right, he says that always sticks that what words can't teach you, adversity will. So hey, it is what it is. Having great wrath, but because he knoweth that he have but a short time. The government, the elites of this society in this world today understand that they have a short time to get these things done. They know they feel it within their spirit. Okay. Especially with with all the exposing that's going on. You got the prophets, the men of the Lord, first and foremost, all right, teaching this word and bringing it out, bringing the information, the correct information out according to the scriptures, which have been so long without fruit. All right, they understand they have a short time. They know they got to act quick. They got to ban sites. Take out the power grid. Do whatever they got to do, man, to get control over the people. All right, and they're going to do just that. All right, so let me continue on with the video.
2025, we need to be praying a lot, and but I still believe in the Lord's protection.
Well,
Yeah, because without the Lord's protection, man, you're really through. All right, through as in you good as dead. So that's what it's going to come down to, being protected by Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, and in that name only. Okay, let me get that in Acts 4. All right, because that constantly has to be reiterated, because that's what it comes down to. Calling on the Most High is not going to get you saved. It's not going to get you delivered. Just saying God is not going to do it. Just saying Yah is not going to do it. All right, these such things are not going to do it, man. We have to be direct. Especially this has to do with us being saved from impending danger. All right, being saved from the so-called white man, being saved from the wicked of our own people, being saved from demons. All right, being saved from the evil. Okay. So this is Acts chapter 4, verse 12. It reads, "Neither is there salvation." What's salvation? That's being delivered and saved from impending danger. All right, that's approaching. All right, within this year 2025, it says, "Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved." So it's only one name. That showed you that it's only one name that is properly taught and pushed in the earth, all right, given among men whereby we must be saved. So we must call upon the true name of the Heavenly Father, which is Yahweh, all right, and on the true name of the Son, which is Yahweh Shai. Okay. Both in the Hebrew language. So lastly, let me skip. Biometric. Oh, that's what. Oh, yeah, I wanted this part too, and I'll probably end it off after this. I guess this one little last segment.
So we're paying double for food, double for rent, double for your car, double for gas. But in Revelation 6:5-6, it describes something so severe that your day's wages, all you can afford is a meal at the end of the day. We see the mark of the beast, and we discussed that, where we have a certification mark we see forming right in front of us. There'll be millions of Christian martyrs, Revelation 6:9, Revelation 7:13-17.
And this is all through and stemming from this biometric payment. All right, because this society he had to touch on, which is a great point. He had to touch on hyperinflation because this economy is so close to crashing and collapsing. You know, it's so close to that point. All right, it's about to crumble. Okay, the value of the dollar is decreasing, and just as it was in let me get like he mentioned Revelation chapter 6. He was right on point. This is Revelation chapter 6 verse 6. It reads, "And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see thou hurt not the oil and the wine." Yeah, the truth that is. Okay? Because this truth you can do nothing against the truth before the truth. All right, so when these things happen, all they truly are doing is fulfilling Bible prophecy. Okay? But let's get that word. What he said, was it penny? Yep. That word penny, all right, in the Greek, which is denarion, all right, which is the Roman silver coin in the New Testament time. It took its name from it being equal to the 10 asses. All right, but it says it was the principal silver coin of the Roman Empire. All right, so basically relate that to today, United States dollar or whatever currency. All right, globally, that's how the value is going to be. And it's going to be through inflation and hyperinflation. It's going to be devalued, where it's going to get to the point, like you just mentioned, that it says it was seen. It says from the parable of the laborers in the vineyard, it would seem that a denarius was then the ordinary pay for a day's wages. All right, so it was going to take a day's wages to pay for the things that weren't so expensive to pay for, like a day's meal. All right, maybe some gas. Gas may go up to $100 a gallon, man. And we seen it that was shown on the movie Civil War earlier within 2024. You know, these things are realistic. These things are about to take place, you know, and these are just a warning. Like he said, millions of Christian martyrs. All right. People are going to be dying for what they believe in. All right. Consequences are going to be behind those that put forth the resistance, starting with the Israelites. Truly, that's where the true resistance, and they know this. That's why they flag our channels. They strike them. They delete them. All right. They watch the Hebrew Israelites. They watch the prophets of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right, they are watching. All right, our message is not normal. It's not the ordinary. No, it's extreme. Okay, it's special. All right.
There's a total loss of freedom once this begins. That's Revelation 13:16-18. And there'll be billions of humans die, Revelation 6:8, that's opening of the seals. And Revelation 9:18, so a huge amount of population reduction begins during the tribulation. In fact, the Antichrist will be called death. So when he went at the midpoint of the...
But yeah, ultimately, yeah, like it's a lot. It's the trouble. Bad times are on the way. Bad times are truly here. You know, the times are only going to get worse. You know, with the things that's coming, with the agenda and the plan of the elites, times are only going to get worse. All right, and this is like just stemming off this or landbacking off this video here put out by these couple Christians in their research that these points are credible, they're valid, and just a few things to be on watch for and be aware of, especially of the Bible prophecies, man. Be aware of these such things, you know, and have faith, you know, to get through these hard times that are approaching, you know. So Lord willing, I don't know if I want to say part 2, but I guess just to touch on this last segment, because it seemed like they were about to change topics or something. But yeah, just to I guess touch on this video again within the next one. All right. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Concerning concerning the information that's truly coming out, but basically going into the MOTB. Revelation chapter 13. All right, the world being basically digitized. The world's going digital. All right. So with that, I want to end up by giving all the glory, infinite praises unto Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Bahashim, Rechak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Repent, Yahweh Shai is coming back. Repent, Yahweh Shai is coming back. All right, Shalom. Keep the faith. Shalom.